Cristiano Ronaldo's first Champions League title as a member of Real Madrid in 2014. First of all, 2014 in numerology is a 7 year. You know that Cristiano Ronaldo wears number 7. The Champions League final of 2014 occurred during a 34 year, and that was the year that Ronaldo first won the Champions League, because it's Ronaldo that has gematria of 34. The 2014 Champions League final was the 59th edition of the Champions League final, meaning that there were 58 prior finals before that season. It is Madrid derby that occurred during that Champions League final. Atletico Madrid faced off against Real Madrid. This was a derby final. It occurred after 58 prior finals. The 58 prior finals has to do with the winner of the Champions League. Carlo Ancelotti was managing Real Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti has gematria 58. After 58 prior finals, we saw a Madrid derby. The man of the match was not Cristiano Ronaldo. The man of the match in the Champions League final was Angel Di Maria of Argentina. The reason why he won the man of the match, Angel Di Maria equals 58. There were 58 prior finals, and he was the man of the match. In Portuguese gematria, you have to do Portuguese gematria because the official language of the final is Portuguese if it was held at Portugal. A Cidade de Lisbon has gematria of 58. This is why Angel Di Maria was the man of the match after 58 prior finals. Diego Costa was a member of Atletico Madrid. Costa has gematria of 58 as well. The only player that was out of the final, suspended because of a red card, is Xavi Alonso. Xavi Alonso was the only player who could not play in the game because he had multiple red cards in the knockouts. Instead, it was Sami Khedira that started in his place, the German midfielder. It is German that has gematria 58. Sami Khedira made the start in the final because Xavi Alonso was suspended due to having too many red cards. It is the 2014 Champions League final that saw Atletico Madrid in the final for the first time in 40 years. 40 years ago, from 2014, was 1974. In that final, Atletico Madrid allowed a goal to allow a replay. However, Bayern Munich won the replay. What was interesting is that Real Madrid defeated the defending champions in the semifinals to face Atletico Madrid. So really interesting fact about that particular draw. It is Atletico that has gematria of 85 and 31. It's Juan Fran, one of the starting players of Atletico, that has gematria of 85 and 40. This 2014 final, the simple gematria of Atletico relates to the Pythagorean gematria in that they made it to the final again 40 years later. So always keep that in mind. It is Atletico that played in the 2014 final. The 2014 final was a Madrid derby. This is why you see both the Pythagorean and the simple gematria having the same values. Diego Godin plays for Atletico Madrid. Godin is 49-31. Madrid 49-31. It is Diego Simeone that led Atletico Madrid to the final for the first time in 40 years. Over at the stadium of Benfica, Stadio da Luz, Benfica has gematria of 40. Diego has gematria of 40. And these gematrias of 31 relate to the fact that the final was held in Lisbon in the year 14. Lisbon 14 also has gematria of 31. This was a Madrid derby. Atletico Madrid was in it. The Champions League final was played on May the 24th. May the 24th adds up to 29. That is the gematria of Bayern. having gematria of 29 once again in the Spanish gematria finale is 29, and this relates to the fact that Atletico last played in the final against Bayern, and that's who Real Madrid defeated in the semifinals to make it to Lisbon 2014. It is Real that has gematria of 18. When you add up May the 24th of 2014, this is a 18 date numerology. Real Madrid was the winner of that game. Sami Khedira started in the place of Xavi Alonso. It's Khedira that made the start at Portugal, and he is from Germany. Germany has gematria of 38. It was a red card that was the reason why Sami Khedira played. Sami Khedira is 53 in gematria, so is red card having gematria of 53. It is Decima. Real Madrid won their 10th Champions League title. That is called La Decima in Spanish gematria. It is Decima that has gematria of 26. It is Lisbon that has gematria of 26. It is Simeone who Real Madrid won the Decima against. Real Madrid won the Champions League final by a score of 4-1 in extra time. Cristiano Ronaldo's birthday, February the 5th of 2014, is a 41 date numerology. The final was a final score of 4-1. So keep that in mind. It is Lisbon that has gematria of 71. It is Atletico de Madrid that made it to the final at Lisbon. Now, why do all these players play for Atletico Madrid? Toby Alderweireld, defender, I think he came in extra time. Let me go to the game summary. So Toby Alderweireld came in the 83rd minute. Alderweireld has gematria of 62. Felipe Luis plays for Atletico Madrid. Diego Godin. All these guys have the same gematria as Atletico Madrid. This is why they play for Atletico Madrid in the first place. It is Luka Modric that defeated Atletico Madrid, midfielder for Real Madrid. The 2014 Champions League final was the 22nd edition of the final that was renamed the Champions League. The Italian manager Carlo Ancelotti won the Champions League final. It is Italy that has gematria of 22. David Villa, striker at Atletico Madrid. David has gematria of 22. Once again, Atletico make it to the final 40 years later. It was Iker Casillas' third Champions League title. Casillas has gematria of 22. So does the Spanish gematria of Lisbon. Lisboa has gematria of 22. This is why we saw the Spanish teams in the final, the 22nd final that was called the Champions League. It is Xavi Alonso that has gematria of 22. Now notice that Alonso is 76, that Casillas is 76. 76 is the gematria of Lisbon 14, the gematria of the Champions League final in the year in which it was played. It is Diego Simeone that faced off against Los Blancos in the Champions League final. 21 prior finals that were called the Champions League. It was Los Blancos that played in that particular Champions League final. It was the 59th final played over at the city of Lisbon. This is why they were the site. City of Lisbon equals 59. The city of Lisbon in Spanish gematria equals 59. Over at Lisbon, Portugal, there was some Portuguese players in the final. Some of them sat on in the bench. So they included, where's the stats? Where's the stats? So first of all, there was defender Pepe, who sat on the bench. When I scroll up in the calculator, the final was played on the 24th day of May. It is Pepe that has gematria of 24. It is another Portuguese player that was on Real Madrid, Fabio Contrao, left back. He has gematria of 59 in the 59th final. In the English gematria of Spain is why we see these two Spanish teams in the 59th final. Over at Lisbon, that is. So, that is not a coincidence that we see these guys in the final. Real Madrid won the Champions League 12 years later, from 2002. They last won the Champions League in the 2002 final. They won the 22nd edition of the Champions League that was called the Champions League. That is a very interesting fact. 2002. This was 12 years later. In numerology, Ronaldo ended a 12-year Champions League title drought for Real Madrid. Ronaldo was born on February the 5th, so there is the month, there is the day, 1985 as of the 23 as of the 5. Ronaldo was born on a 12 day, which is why he ended a 12-year Champions League title drought for Real Madrid. Thanks in large part to the Portuguese forward. The numbers of the two starting Portuguese players for Real Madrid add up to 12, as a matter of fact. Marcelo came in the 59th minute. Marcelo having gematria of 31, as well as, Lisbon 14, for instance. Isco came in the 59th minute. And continuing on. It is Lisbon 14 that has gematria of 27. That is the gematria of 12 in Spanish gematria, the 12th Champions League title for Real Madrid. Dulce has gematria of 27. 2013, 2014 is a 27 season. This is also a 47 season. 47 degrees in the Masonic compass. The Freemasons believe in balance. And, well, if you're Real Madrid, you may have a lot of Champions League titles, but it wouldn't be good for the game if they won every single year. And so I think that's what the 47 represents. It is Gareth Bale. Gareth has gematria 59. He was one of the scorers in this game. Gareth as the gematria at the 59th Champions League. This was when he finally won with Real Madrid. And he was born at Cardiff. Cardiff has gematria of 38, the same gematria as Portugal. This is why you saw Gareth Bale win the Champions League. Bale has gematria of 11. Well, actually, I don't want to talk about 11. So Real Madrid, they went 11 years without winning it because 2003, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They went 11 years without winning it. That is what that gematria represents for Gareth Bale. Let's see. Koke, Gabby. What day of the year was May the 24th? May the 24th is the 144th day of the year. That was the day that Ronaldo and Real Madrid were champions once again in 2014. Mark of the Beast, as gematria of 144. Real Madrid is back. Atletico lost the final again. Real Madrid won their 12th Champions League title. 12th title in 15 It was their 15th final appearance, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Thiago. That's the last player I have to get. Thiago is the only other Portuguese player that played. Thiago, Gematria 52 and 25. I'd say there's not much to say about 52 and 25, but there it is. La Decima. The main thing to note with this is that Decima had the same gematria as Lisbon. There's nothing else to expand with Lisbon, but there is a clear script for Cristiano Ronaldo to win this Decima and then to eventually move on to a dynasty, which is exactly what happened. Did Cristiano Ronaldo won the Champions League in 2008 and then 2014, whereas 2 winning years, and that adds up to the gematria of Atletico Madrid. So there was a clear script that happened for him to beat Atletico Madrid in the final. He did so 6 years later. Six is really occultic in many ways when you break it down even further. But it's not a coincidence that his 2 Champions League winning years add up to 62. I think that's really revealing. And then you add up the years of the final 8, 2008, 2014, add up to the 22nd edition that was called the Champions League. And so this Decima is really well noted. Okay, that's all I got.